guys, it's Chala from Crafting Through the Chaos of Life. Thanks so much for joining me for another video. Whoo-wee, I don't know about you guys, but I am ready for the holidays. I am ready for time off. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love my job, but I am just ready to have a little bit of a break. So I'm also really excited to be working on a whole bunch of ephemera because I am done with, journals for Christmas right now. I do, of course, want to make some in the near future here. I have a whole bunch of ideas, but I need ephemera. And I need to actually continue to work on my ephemera idea book that I started like a long time ago. And as you can see, I have a few items, but let's see, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 ideas in here. Well, that's not nearly enough to keep us going, is it? So I have one more here that I was playing with, and this was from a video that I saw from Natasha at Treasure Books, and I thought it was really cool, and I thought I'd give it a go. And then I thought, you know what, let's do some mask making and get some made so I have them in my little bucket ready to go for journals, because I don't know about you guys, but I find it's so much easier to put journals together when I have stuff kind of already made that I can throw in there. It's less daunting. And yeah, I just found it a really quick process, so let's kind of get started here. Enough babbling. Okay, so this is a fold-down notebook. Again, the idea comes from Natasha from Treasure Books. And, really when I look at it, all it really is just like an altered matchbook notepad, if that makes sense. Like, I turn it over, and I mean, I have put a little Velcro dot on here. You don't have to do that at all. Because if it was like a matchbook notebook, which would be literally like this, right? We would have the paper stapled here, and then you would just use it like that. Or it could be stapled up here. No, it would be stapled down here. But you know what I mean. Like, it really is just like a matchbook, right? But upside down. So anyways, what it is here that I've done on this one is, like I said, I have a Velcro enclosure. I have some scrap paper that I have just kind of laying around that I created this little notebook with, and I simply just sewed it in with a straight stitch with my sewing machine. Sorry if that's like too white for you guys. I don't know how to fix the balance on that, but it is what it is. Anyways, so I think, it's really simple to embellish it. I just have a piece of lace here. I did some cutting with a punch just for some decorative element, and then just like a little collage cluster embellishment thing here, not too hard. So I think we can knock off a few of these. So let's see what I have for paper. Gosh, you know what I'm gonna do, guys? Okay, so tell me if I'm crazy, but I am going to go, starting January 1st, I'm going to go 365 whole days without purchasing craft supplies other than white paper, which I don't think I'll need, but I'm going to give myself grace on white paper, and I can purchase glue. That's it. I can only purchase those 2 different craft supplies. I should have everything else that I could possibly need in this craft room that I have right now. I have a boatload of paper, I have a boatload of digitals, I have a boatload of bits and pieces of lace and charms, and literally I have all the things. I don't need to buy anything. So I am going to try not to buy anything next year. Am I crazy? Let me know. Let me know down below if you think I can do it. I'll keep you posted on my journey and see if I can make it happen. I think I can. I totally think I can. And I know I'm going to save a ton of paper, and actually, a ton of money, and use up all the paper that I have. I have tons. So anyways, I got babbling again. Sorry. This paper is really, really intriguing me. Really want to use this. So I have pulled out like whole bunches of paper that, of course, I kind of felt like, oh, I just have to have this because I love it. And now it's time to use it. So in my sample that I showed you, I used this paper. So I'm going to use this up. I'm just not going to use it right now. Let's use something else. Let's use this one that I wanted to, because like I said, it intrigues me. A little offcut here. Yeah, look at this. Look how gorgeous this is. So pretty. It's got some shininess, and yeah, love it. Okay. So, the measurements for this, basically, all you need is a standard A2 size paper, which is 8.5 inches by 11 inches. And then really what you're going to do is just cut the paper in half lengthwise this way. And then you have your two pieces, right? So we can still do that with this 12 by 12. That is no problem. We just need to first turn our trimmer around, and let's trim it down to 8.5. So let's go 8.5. Do I want 8.5 this way? Yes, I do, because I want the length here, because I don't want it to go this way. I want it this way. Okay. So, really I'm just kind of talking out loud to reassure myself at this point. So, I'm cutting this 12 by 12 at 8.5 inches. Ta-da! Another little offcut there that we'll do something with. I mean, we could even use this piece. That would work just fine. But let's go with the measurements that I have kind of written down here. Okay, so here would be your standard, 8.5 by 11. Basically going to cut an inch off of here. You can do it any size, really. You just have to work out the measurements for yourself on whatever size of paper you're using, if that makes sense. Okay, so here we go. This is now A2 size, which is 8.5 by 11 inches. I am going to cut this at in half, which would be 4 1/4. You guys, look at me. 4 1/4. Look what I've been doing. I printed this out for myself. You should be proud of me. So now I know it's 1/16, 1/8, 3/16, 1/4. I am so bad at this, guys. So I had to print this out for myself, and I'm going to try and be better at, like, instead of saying, 1 inch and a tick, I know that it's 1 inch, 1 1/16 of an inch, right? Are you proud of me? I'm really going to try and work on this in the new year. I got to get better at it, at least for my kids' sake too, right? Oh my goodness. I mean, I know they use centimeters and millimeters, but, I'm trying, I'm learning, I'm, always trying to expand my horizons. So 4 1/4. Make sure this is nice and straight. I don't know why I never go this way. I always go up this way when I cut. Is that weird? Do you guys find that you have like a preferred way to cut things with a trimmer like this? Do you find that you're always going down or always just going up? I find it easier to go up. I don't know why. Maybe it's just because I'm weird. That could always be the case. Okay. All right. Let's see now. Okay, so we've got this cut down at 4 1/4 by 11 inches. Now we're going to do our scoring. So I will grab my scoreboard. I'm going to use my big one just because it's a little easier. Now on my little sample one here, I did create like little kind of gussets to it. Can you see that? I scored it 1/8 of an inch there. Look at me using my numbers again. 1/8 of an inch or 1/16 of an inch? I don't know. No, 1/8 of an inch. No. 1/16 of an inch, you guys. 1/16 of an inch. Just to give it a little bit easier folding. But I don't think you have to do that. That was just what I did on this one. Anyways. Again, babbling too much. I'm just so excited to be playing my craft room. I wanted to be in here. See, it's Wednesday today. I wanted to be in here Monday night. Tuesday night, I just didn't have the energy. And I was in like a weird car accident last night, you guys. a weird car accident where there was like absolutely no damage to my car. It was the weirdest thing. It was like this force stopped the car from hitting me. It was so weird. And all I heard was this little tick against my vehicle where she kind of just bumped my vehicle, and there was no damage at all. And yeah, it was so weird. But the way she was coming at me, it looked like she was going to hit me and hit me hard. So I thank my guardian angels for looking out for me. Okay, score the flap at 1.5 inches. Okay, so this is going to be our flap. Again, you can have your flap any size. I liked the 1.5 inch for the flap, just to give it a nice amount. So that is 1.5. Then we're going to score again at 6 3/16. So I'm going to use my little doohickey here. So 6 3/16. So there's 6. There's 1/16, 1/8, 3/16. Okay, so 6 3/16. We'll score there. Ta-da! And now we can fold those. So this will fold up like so, because what you really want here is you want to give yourself enough distance between the fold of your flap and the bottom of this fold up piece. You don't want it tucked right up close to the other one. You want to give some room. It just makes things lay a lot nicer, if that makes sense. Okay, so I'm just going to move this out of the way now. Oh, and look at me, I'm actually putting it away where it belongs. Oh, it's like I'm turning over a new leaf already. It's not even New Year's. Okay, so we'll fold this one over and score it. Okay, so there's many ways we can use this closure now. And I think what I might want to do, quite honestly, so this one I did with the little Velcro dots. I don't even know if I got that centered. Doesn't matter. Still works. Okay. We can have like a little medallion. Hang on, let me grab. Where are they? Oh, there they are. Oops. Oh, crap. I just dumped sequins all over my floor. Oh, well, it'll be a lot of fun picking that up later. Okay. So we could use, like, this is one of the little Tim Holtz embossing folder and die cut thing that you put through your embossing machine, and it comes out with these little medallion type things. So we could definitely attach one of these and then just have it like tuck under. We could even put a butterfly on there. Where did my butterflies go? Like, I literally just had them. Oh, do you guys find that? Like, there they are. I pull things out to try and get ready and organized for a video, and then I feel like they mysteriously go missing. Okay, so we could use, we could use something like this. This just comes from Michael's. Could attach that and have it, you know, be like that kind of little tuck. But that blends in way too much for me. I don't like that. It doesn't stand out enough. It's not interesting enough for me. I'm not going to use him. And yeah, we could use like another die cut. Again, that one doesn't really go. I don't like that. Or let's do a, what do they call it? Document envelope tie? Is that what they're called? Security envelope tie? No. What are they? Sorry, I'm just grabbing a punch. What am I looking for? My round punch. Where are you, round punch? There you are. You guys know what I mean, right? Like where we cut the circles out here, and then we use the ties, right? What's that called? I'm going to call it a security envelope closure. You guys will know what I'm talking about. Now we need some paper. And I kind of want to use scraps that I already have so that I can minimize my boatload. Let's see, my boatload of scraps. Oops, I knocked my microphone. Sorry about that. I feel like this is from the same paper pack. I don't know. I kind of want to pull that burgundy color. So I'm just looking to see if I have something in my scraps that's burgundy-ish. That kind of pulls that color out. I don't know if I do. That could be asking a lot of the scraps. Okay, nothing in here. Nothing in there. Nothing in there. Okay, let me look in another spot here. It's alright. I suppose I should have been on top of this and had it ready, but sometimes you just don't know where you want to go with things until you're there. Nope, nope, nope. Nope, nope. Okay, one more, I promise. One more place I'm gonna look. Hold on, just a minute. I have all these binders of scrap pieces that I can look through. Oh, I literally have scraps for days. Still from my card making adventures, and these ones I even sorted out in colors in this binder. Aren't you proud of me? Trying to be organized. Brown, black and white. Ooh, those are bright. Oh. I wonder if this would work. This again is from the same paper pack. Okay, what are we working with here? So these two pieces are from the same paper pack. It's a Recollections paper pack. That would pull the burgundy. It's the same burgundy. Let's do that, and it's a small piece, and then I'm not cutting into this big piece. But of course I just need to do a double check to put my mind at ease. Holy Lord, I have a lot of scraps I gotta do some stuff with. Okay. I'm pfeffing about now. Okay. Alright, so let's cut 2 circles. And kind of want more of that burgundy color, but I'd like that gold. So let's do this. There, that can be one of them. And then let's do this one. Okay. I don't know. What is that looking like to you guys? I feel like I need... some brown behind it. Does that make sense? Do I have any plain brown paper? Of course I do. I know I do. It's just a matter of finding it. I wonder if this... I could do that. I don't have a bigger one of these though. What could I do? Oh, see the bottom of this bottle? Might actually be perfect size. Okay, so let's do that. Improvise. See, if you don't have the tools, there's always something around that you can make work. So the next thing we need to do is locate the pencil, and let's just trace this. because I'm not buying a new punch. No, I'm not. I don't know. I hope I have the willpower to go the whole 365 days. It'll be like, day 265. I have the shakes. I went into Michael's during a weak moment and found myself staring at the paper products longingly. When an associate came up to me and said, "Excuse me, madam, you're drooling and we're going to have to ask you to leave because you're making the other customers feel uncomfortable." That's kind of what I envisioned in my head was going to happen. I don't know. We'll see. I'll try and stay strong. Let's see if I can actually cut out a circle. Okay, so fussy cutting, you always want to keep your scissors still and move the paper. That's what all the experts say is the best way to get a clean fussy cut and then smoothest circle. I am not one of those experts, but I try. I feel like that's a little better. I mean, it could have been a darker brown, but I think once I ink up the edges, I think that'll be okay. Alright, so let's cut out the other one. Sorry, my watch keeps vibrating and going off on me. I made the mistake of signing up for like email for a store so that I could get 10% off my Christmas purchases. And now, of course, they like text me every 5 minutes with their quote-unquote deals. Wow, that is so not the roundest circle I've ever cut. It'll do, donkey, it'll do. Okay, now our ink. So yeah, I hope you guys are all ready for the holiday season. I likely will not have a video again until, let's see, we are hosting Christmas Eve, so Saturday I'll be busy. I anticipate, I might be able to do a video tomorrow, but let's see, when will I post it? I'll post it likely Boxing Day is my next video maybe, or this Sunday. We'll see. I don't know, we'll see if I get, how much time I get to get down here with the Christmas season. You guys know how busy it can be. And I'm not, like, where did my other one go? I'm not ahead in filming or anything. There you are. I'd like to be, so that I, you know, am kind of ahead in my content and I'm not always kind of feeling behind the gun, but family comes first, right? It's family obligations. Okay. Yeah, I like that. And I like that. Now I just need some brads. Oh, this is going off again. What is it now? Oh, it's Instagram. Instagram's telling me I need to look at it, apparently. Let's grab some brads. Oh, I just dumped more things, you guys. And I had cleaned up and organized. Apparently that area is not working well. Okay, I have this beautiful big box of brads from my dear mother. Thank you, Mama Bear. Oh, we have lots of colored eyelets too. Those would be fun. What do we have? Kind of like these little flowers. Or I kind of like the idea of just some regular brass brads. Do we have any in here? No. Not brass, but brown ones. Okay, none in here. Of course not. Why would it always work out on the first try? Oh, these are little cars. Those are cute. Okay. I always like looking at the things my mom has. Oh, this would be cool too. These little things. I'd still need like a little brad though. Right? You see those? Those would be fun. As little closures. Little buttons. Okay, I'm not finding what I want though. Oh, hang on. There we go. This is what I want. Let's use these maybe. The little orange ones. Okay. Ta-da! Okay. Well, there's gonna be quite a mess for me to clean up when I'm done. And let's see. Oh, we're already half an hour, almost half an hour in, and I'm not even like anywhere near. Okay, we're gonna end up getting one made together, and then I'll just continue off camera to make the other ones. I do want to glue this just so that it's a little more stable when I go to put the brad in. And for some reason, my glue stick has made an escape. Okay, I have no words. Like, I just feel like I thought I was organized, but I wasn't. So we'll just grab another one from my stash of glue sticks. Alright. Now I need a book page to glue on. So do you guys have any goals for the new year? Any particular crafting goals? Let me know. I am, instead of just kind of coming down when I can, I'm going to try to actually schedule some crafting time, some creative time. That way I can ensure that I'm giving myself my, what do you call it, like your self-care, like, because creating is my version of self-care. When I can come down and be in here to create, that's really my self-care time. So I'm going to schedule it, and hopefully I can keep to that schedule and kind of hold myself accountable. Okay, so we're going to put that there and that about there. Let's do this one first. I need my pokey tool and a mat to poke on. So I think once you have all your pieces kind of cut out, if you cut them all out and prepare them, then you can just like literally mass create away. So once you decide what closures you want, like if you want to do them all this type of enclosure, get all the pieces kind of prepared, and then run with it. You know, if you also have a die cut machine, you can, if you don't have these little circles, you can use your die cut machine to cut those. Oh, I'm going to pause you guys just for a second, just because my mom is calling me. Hang on one moment. Oh my goodness, you guys, you're never going to believe what my mom made for me. It's, I asked her to make a stocking for my son's bearded dragon, Bob. Well, Bob is mostly my little buddy, but it is so adorable. I'm going to see if I can put a screenshot of it right about here. Hopefully that worked. Let me know what you guys think. Isn't it adorable? Love it. Okay, so let's get back to this. And my son was so nice. He came down and helped me clean up the sequins and stuff that I spilt all over the floor. Okay, just putting a hole kind of in the center is what I'm aiming for. And, oh, the struggle is real. Okay, so putting this brad in. Now, if you don't want your brad to show, or you don't like the little legs of the brad, oh, come on. The look of the brad legs on the other side, like when I do this, we're going to open this up. So if you don't like that look, you can put washi tape over it. That'll add some interest and cover it, but I'm not really bothered by it, so I think that's fine. And again, you don't want to make it too tight that you can't get your string underneath, right? Okay, so there's that. Now, I'm going to try and line this up the best I can so that it's somewhat straight. So you can have this, I guess, you know, down here if you want. I think right about here is kind of nice. Okay, I'm going to hold that in place and open this. I don't want to poke it right now because it'll poke through these two layers. So I'm going to do this. Kind of find the center. Poke it in there. All right. Then we will poke the bread through, and these are so tiny, and unfortunately I really need to trim my nails to file them down because it's awfully difficult to work with them in these small pieces. Let's try to make the hole bigger. Maybe that will make things a little easier. Okay. All right. There we go. I am just going to assist my son in tying up a present for his friend, and I will be right back. Okay, sorry about that, guys. I promised him, since he helped me clean up, I would help him get his present ready for his friend. Okay, so we have these attached now with the brads. Oh, I noticed that they are two different colors of brads. This one's more yellow and that one's more orange. You know what? That's just fine with me. I'm not going to worry about it. Pulled out some of this baker's twine. I think I got this from Lawn Fawn a number of years ago. And let's use the orange. Oh, I don't think it's been used. Fancy that. Finally using it. Look at me using all my craft supplies. That feels so good. I've gone from this hoarder mentality to use it up mentality, and it is really freeing, you guys. Okay, you know what? Maybe what I'll do is I'm going to hold off on I'm going to hold off on putting this tie on just yet because I want to get my papers in here. Okay. So the other thing is, if you want to ink, let's go ahead and do that now. Don't have to, but I like to. Again, if you want to do decorative corners, I mean, let's do decorative corners on this one as well, but I'm just going to use my corner rounder. So I'm going to round these ones. So this, again, this is it's called Maru Pro. I got this off of Amazon and I love it. We've kind of actually had a love-hate relationship. Sometimes it works really well, sometimes it doesn't, and then I realized when it doesn't work well, it's actually user error. So all my fault. So there's 3 different sizes. There's small, medium, and large. And I think we'll go with the large. So the thing is not to push down on here. On this little thing here, they shouldn't even have this. They should just have it shorter in my mind. So Katamoro Pro people, listen to my suggestion. This is useless because it doesn't give you a good cut. You actually need to press right here, and then you're going to get an awesome cut each time. See? Bam! Just like that. If I go to try and do this, I mean, it worked that time because I'm on camera and it's going to call me a liar, but usually it doesn't. Like, I can tell you that it's not always going to work. See? Haha. Told you it doesn't always work. But if I put it in and I push directly down here, because I'm on camera, oh my gosh. Oh, that and this was bent. Okay, let's try it again. Ta-da! Okay, so push directly down here if you have one of those. That is my service announcement for the day. You could also round these corners if you want. I think I'm just going to leave those as is. And now I'm just going to add a little bit of ink just to add a little bit of definition to these corners. Make it look a little bit more vintagey. I like to ink up the folds. Again, not necessary, but look at that. It kind of just, hopefully you guys can see that. It kind of makes the edges stand out, especially with a pattern like this. And then you can actually see where that flap starts and ends. So we'll just quickly ink it up. Ink, 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 ink. Right, here's somebody stalking at my door. You want to come in, whoever that is? No? Maybe it's the cat. Okay, liking that. We'll do this side. This gives it a little something, something. Oh my goodness, and now we get to decorate. Actually, let's do our pages first, then decorate. Okay. Ink inside. Sorry, I know this is not like the most exciting portion of the whole video to watch me ink, but for me it is a necessary process. Okay. Oh, my sponge is deteriorating right before our eyes here. Okay, good enough. So there we go. Oh, sugar. There we go. I actually have a really fun project in mind that I might actually want to do before Christmas, guys. Crazy me taking on another project. We'll see. We'll see if I get it done. Okay, perfect. Now we're going to prepare our pages for inside. Now we don't want too many. Where's my little prototype here? So how many did I have in this one? 1, 2. That's a thicker one. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 pages in here. So I would say like 8 to 10 is probably a good number. Maybe like 2 of each type. So, and then these ones, I did them a little bit smaller than the actual cover. Does that make sense? So like 1/16 of an inch smaller all the way around. Okay. And again, when you add your, so I have those 2 folds there. When you add your paper, you want it to be just slightly underneath that fold so it doesn't impede on the actual folding of the flap over. Again, if you want to be super careful, you can add that little bit of a, almost like a little gusset there just to give you extra room. Okay, so for our papers, I did grab some. Okay, so again, this is just stuff that I got at the Goodwill store. So I think we'll use these 3 different types of papers. And I have a few already cut here. So there's one of those. And so we're looking at measurement wise. Grab my T-ruler. So this is 4 1/4, right? I should have known that. 4 1/4. So I'm probably going to do it actually at 4 inches. So I'm going to have like maybe 1/4 of an inch. 4 1/4 by 4 5/8. But I think I'm just going to do 4 1/2. So I'm going to go by 4 by 4 1/2. And that'll give me enough room all the way around I'd rather have a little bit more wiggle room than having things like not folding properly and crunching. I don't like that. So, okay, what can I get rid of? Because I'm now back to like a 6 by 6 inch square I'm working in. Okay. So 4 by 4 1/4. I'm going to take this top off because I don't want it, but I'll still keep it and use it. And then we're going to go for this, no, what did I say? Sugar. 4 1/4. So 4 by, did I say 4 1/2, you guys? Great memory, really short. I'm a squirrel. Yeah, 4 1/2. 4 by 4 1/2. Keep repeating that. 4 by 4 1/2. Did I not write that down? Oh, look! I wrote it down for myself. Heaven forbid you actually look at your instructions. 4 by 4 1/2. I'm going to need another one of those. Yeah, these are just my off-cut pieces. I can use this in another little notepad later on. You know what I mean. Save it for future. Okay, I pulled out some of those. There they are. So I'll just rip one of these out. You would not believe how many notebooks like this, or like exercise books, that people get rid of at the Goodwill store. I don't ever buy brand new notebooks like this for my kids at like the stationery store or Walmart or anything. I go to the Goodwill store and they usually have them in these like big plastic packages of like bunches of them. And I buy them from there. They're way cheaper. Okay. This, cut this off, bam, 4 inches, that goes that way by 4 1/2, hopefully I'm making sense. Okay, so we're going to have 2 of these. We're going to do, let's do it 4 this way. 4 this way? No. I want to do 4 this way. It'll give me more paper this way. Here. Well, just works better this way. 4, 4 1/2. And 4 by 4 1/2. Okay, so we've got those. We've got these. And I like this paper. So we said 4 this way. I suppose I could have cut them both at the same time, but I like to do things the difficult way. 4 1/2 and 4 1/2. Okay, so that gives us 6 pieces. And I want to alternate them so they're not all the same and together. Like that, like that. And then we'll just repeat the same thing. And what did I do? Oh, nothing. Let's turn it around that way and it'll work. Woo! Okay. And then I actually have, is this 4? Not quite. Well, it's okay if they don't all, they don't all have to be the same exact size, right? I mean, that's just kind of my own quirk. So I'm going to cut that crappy end off. And then let's just I want to cut the staples off of here. Again, I just got this stuff at Goodwill. Goodwill's, oh, why? Okay, there we go. And then I should be able to get 2 out of here. So let's do 4.5 this way. It's not quite 4, but that's okay. Oh no. Okay, I'm gonna get very upset here. Is what's gonna happen. That's not cutting well. I need a new blade. Okay, plan B, find more paper. Have some right here. Let's use, sorry. Okay, I can use this. So let's do 4. By 4.5. This is kind of cool graph paper. And I have another piece of that. And we'll do, let's do 4.5 this way. And then 4. Okay. Wow, that was, again, I like to make things a little more, did that even go through? I need to replace that blade. Okay. So we got lots of more scraps to play with, I guess. That's okay too. Okay. So I'm going to put one there, put one in the front there, and one here. Okay. Hoo-wee. Okay, so the next thing you're going to do is line this up. Again, these don't have to be the same size. You can make them all different sizes, cattywampus, what have you, just as long as you give yourself enough room all the way around so everything is folding nicely, right? I'm going to take this to my sewing machine. You can staple it in if you want, that's no problem. But I'm going to sew because I really like the look of that. So I'm just going to quickly pause you guys. I'm going to run a straight stitch through and I'll be right back. Okay, so I've gone ahead and I've done a straight stitch just along here. I just want you guys to admire how straight that straight stitch is. Doesn't that look nice, Mom? Aren't you proud of me? I followed the line perfectly. Looks great. Now, I used these paper clips just to hold the paper in place while I sewed, just so I didn't, you know, get all cockeyed or whatever. And I can take these off now. And then I left these tails long because what I actually want to do is I'm going to tie a knot. Because I didn't backstitch, I didn't want the paper to get, sometimes when you backstitch on paper, I find that it like rips your paper or perforates it, and I don't want that to happen. So I'm just double knotting this, like so. And then you can leave these long or you can trim them off. Totally up to you. Again, color of thread you use if you're sewing, totally up to you. But if you don't have a sewing machine or you're not into that, go ahead and staple it down. Use brads too, that would work. Whatever you think would look interesting on your project and whatever works for you. Okay, so I'm going to trim these down just a bit more. And there we go. The last thing we need to do is an enclosure. So if you didn't do this type of enclosure, you're going to have room to really kind of add some decorating like I did on this one, right? Now that I have this type of enclosure, I don't really have a lot of room, and I don't think I'm going to add, I mean, I could add a little bit of book page or whatever, but I'm just going to leave it plain like this, and yeah, it'll just be ready to go. So let's do our twine, or our baker's twine, or whatever you call it. And how do I want to do this? So I could wrap it like this and have 2 strings So I could tie a little knot under there and have 2 strings that go around, or I can just do 1. I think I'll just do the 1. So let's try and get this to work nicely. Get that tucked underneath there. And again, I'll just tie a knot if I can. I'm going to slip that right under. I'm going to do another one just so that it is secure, like so, and then I'm going to trim it as close as I can underneath here just so we don't see that end. Okay, just like that. Give it a tug, it's not going anywhere. It's on there nice and secure. And then I will wrap it around a couple times like this. And I'll leave, well, it depends. I mean, you could put a charm at the end as well if you want. I don't think I will, though. I'll just trim it right there. So there we go. It unwraps just like this, and we have our cute little paper pad. I think that is so adorable. So hopefully I will have a whole bunch made that you can see in the thumbnail of this video to give you an idea of different ways you can decorate. Use your die cuts. I have this I got off of either Pinterest or something like that. Check out Etsy. They have tons of die cuts. Search, what can you search? Fussy cuts. What do you call them? Fussy cuts, or the word is escaping me. Digital, not, gosh, I'm sorry you guys, I'm having a real big brain fart. Yeah, I just can't think of the word, but you know what I mean. Like, you can use butterflies. I have what do I have here? If you're members of so can't talk, Digital Collage Club, which is really great. It's like, I think maybe $100 for a lifetime membership, and you get access to all these great kits and digitals and printables. You can add a butterfly, you know, whatever you have to embellish it. Just, you know, see what you have in your stash. Again, my goal is in the new year to use up what I already have, so I'm trying not to buy anything or really download anything. I want to use what I already, you know, have done, because I find that we're constantly downloading things or, you know, buying things and not using them. Unless I print it out right away, then I'm likely not to use it. So again, I'm going to go through all my saved digitals and use what I can. So die cuts, possibilities are endless in terms of decorating. Again, add lace, what have you. So that is the one that I've created today, plus our template. And then again, like I said, hopefully my thumbnail will show some other versions of it. So let me know what you guys think about this video. I know it was like really disjointed and stuff, but this is just kind of the mood I'm in right now. It's kind of my energy, but thanks so much for joining me. I hope you guys have an amazing Christmas. If I don't chat with you beforehand, I wish you a magical Christmas with love and laughter and relaxation, and I wish you a happy new year filled with many, many blessings. Thank you so much for joining me today, and remember, P.S. I love you.